Hi, my name is Oluwatosin Olasende. Welcome to Money Africa's YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about 4 paths to becoming a dollar millionaire. So we've been hearing a lot of conversations about how to become a dollar millionaire, but here are the ways. This research was done by Tom Curley for CNBC, and 233 millionaires were interviewed and researched on over the space of 5 years. And these were the findings. Number 1, we have the saver investor. The saver investor constitutes of 22% of the pool size. It took the average saver investor 32 years. This is the longest duration amongst all the different categories we'll be talking about today. But although it seems like the longest duration, it's also one path that we always preach about. The people in this category, what they do is that they save 20% of their income from day one, invested consistently for decades, day after day, month after month, year after year, religiously. 20% saved away, invested. These are the people in this category. So this is also like the easiest path, and this is one path that a lot of financial literacy advocates preach about. You don't need any special talent, you don't need luck, you just need discipline and you need time. You need to put your leg in the game and you need to be waiting there for a long time. Number 1, save 20% of your income from your first paycheck. If you missed your first paycheck, get to your second paycheck. If you missed your second paycheck, get onto the check as soon as you can and do it consistently. This is not what is left over. You first decide your savings, then you spend the rest. And preferably, we want you to automate this. Number 2, invest in index funds or mutual funds consistently. For those hearing about index or mutual fund for the first time, this is a pool of people that have put their money together to invest in assets, and you get a slice of different pies. And this is how index fund and mutual funds work. Those under the saver investor, they always invest in index funds or mutual funds consistently. We always love to recommend the S&P 500 index. It tracks 500 of the largest companies in the US, and over the last 2 decades, it has delivered an average of about 10% per annum. So this is a really, really nice index fund that you can also start investing in regularly as a saver investor. Number 3, reinvest every dividend and return, and you never withdraw. We want you to be in the game, hold out, do not spend your dividend, and stay in the game for as long as you can. Your returns earn returns. Your returns give birth to returns. This is basically how compounding works. Don't interrupt it for short-term spending. You want to stay on the game and play a long-term game. Number 4, live frugally regardless of your income level. Many people feel very uncomfortable about this part. Nobody wants to live below their means. Usually, one of the biggest mistakes we see with lots and lots of investors is lifestyle inflation. Once the income gets better, once they see their investment pot growing, they want to start increasing their lifestyle habits. So bigger house, bigger cars, bigger holidays, bigger spends, bigger appetites. We want you to live below your means and stay on course. The last but not the least is increase your contributions with every pay rise. So for example, when your income increases by 20%, you want to increase your savings or your investment by a minimum of 10%. Lifestyle inflation kills wealth. This is the easiest path. The second one is called the company climbers. This is the most common path. You rise from entry level to senior executive, you earn stock compensation plus profit share. Now, in this category, the duration of getting there is just about 21 years. It's way shorter than the savers investor that takes them about 32 years to get there. Now, in the same category, it is very, very much for those that are going from entry level to senior executive. What do? Number 1, they work at a large company and they devote all their energy to climbing into senior executive or C-suite level. Number 2, how do they get paid? They get paid with high salary and stock compensation. Also, they get a partnership profit share. The higher you go, the bigger the equity. But there's a catch here. You have to be very intentional about the kind of companies you choose, because think of this. Imagine putting in all that energy, years of working, climbing from entry level to senior executive, and you chose the wrong company that go into a financial pitfall. There goes all your labor, all your energy, and all your sweat. So you have to be very intentional about the company you want to devote your energy and time to climb all the ladder to the senior executive role. The next one is that the key traits required: strong relationship building skills, strategic networking, long hours. You're putting in the work, you're visible, you're exerting energy, and you're delivering results. Then what are the examples of the sector that you find this role in? You're thinking about senior executives in oil and gas companies. You're thinking of FMCG directors. You're thinking of senior bankers. You're thinking of the tech bros and the tech sis. And also you're building equity stake alongside your salary income. So this is also another popular route of building your path towards becoming a millionaire in dollars. The third one is called the virtuosos. Basically, what they are saying is you have to be so good they cannot ignore you. Think of the 10% in any sector. So you're thinking from the pilots to the elite financial advisors to the tech experts. Any field you're thinking of, you're looking for who are the top 10% in that field. The virtuoso basically says that they are among the best at what they do, and people are ready to pay a premium for that skill. How good are you at your work? Are people willing to pay you 10x more than they will pay your peers? If yes, you fall under this category. This category requires a lot of honing of the skill, usually requires formal education. And if you don't have formal education, even if you're self-taught, you want to be the top of your field. Also, it's not about being born gifted. The people that fall under this category, it's about how much time you spend in mastering your craft. The 10,000 hours rule apply here. So, do you want to be a virtuoso? Do you want to be at the top 10% of your field? Hone your craft, put in the work, and get paid 10x more than your peers. Examples of the virtuosos: top surgeons or medical experts, senior corporate lawyers, tech experts or AI engineers, top pilots or aviation experts, elite financial educators, and more. You're thinking 10% of that field. The number fourth path, and the path that everyone thinks is the only path to becoming a dollar millionaire, is the one and only dreamer entrepreneur. So who are the dreamer entrepreneur? They're taking the highest risk on the hardest path, but also the highest average net worth of all the four groups. For the first savers investor, the average net worth is 3.3 million US dollars. For the second one, that is the climbers, the average net worth is 3.4 million US dollars. For the third one, that is the virtuosos, the net worth is an average of 4 million US dollars. The dreamer entrepreneur is the one that has the highest average net worth, that is 7.4 million US dollars. Also, it also requires the shortest period of time. These dreamer entrepreneurs get there on an average of 12 years. Like of the other ones, you get here faster, that is 12 years compared to the rest. And also you have the largest valuation size, that is 7.4 million US dollars compared to the other ones. And in this category, the risk is high. Many people do not make it. So it's also quite risky. Now, what do? They pursue a business dream, and it's not just a job. So from starting a company, becoming an artist, being an author, being a musician, passion is the field. Number two, they work 65 to 75 hours a week before success. So the weekends do not exist. They are putting it all in and they're fighting really hard to become this dreamer entrepreneur. Number three, it's financially stressful in the early years. No steady paychecks at first, high opportunity cost because they said no to other opportunities to put in all their all into this sector. Also, some of them dip into their retirement savings. Some of them sold their properties. A very, very high risk sector. But when it does pay out, the payout is really, really good. Once cash flow started, they start investing immediately. So dreamer entrepreneurs then pivot to the saver investor behavior the moment the business paid off. There's a catch. Many people got into the dreamer entrepreneur arm. That is, they started making money. They finally became successful. But they did not apply the principle of the saver investor. That is, they were not saving, they were not investing, they were not making smart decisions. That's why you sometimes see people that were once football players, they had good source of income, they were making very, very good decent income, and they have nothing to show for it. So while this is a fantastic path, you have to employ the strategy and the discipline of the saver investor once the money starts coming in. And the last but not the least, 7 of the world's 10 richest people are dreamers. I'm talking about Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Bloomberg. They all started with a dream, but most dreamers fail first. Now, which of those categories do you fall under? Are you a saver investor? Are you a climber? Are you a virtuoso? Are you a dreamer entrepreneur? On average, many people sometimes combine one or two of these different paths in order for them to get there. I want to hear from you. Which of those categories do you fall under? And what is your path towards becoming a dollar millionaire? Do not forget to subscribe on Money Africa to hear more things about money, how to make it, how to keep it, and how to grow it. Thank you.